guys, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today. I want to film a little bit of a different video that I have never done before. So I have told you guys my Taylor ISO list, the items that I am very much in search of. And I just thought it would be interesting to go and see how much they actually cost resale right now, because I did not buy them when they came out. Okay, when they hit Taylor's site, when they were out, I did not purchase them for, oh, maybe Rachel, you don't need the whole store right now, or, you know, over time you see items in person and you're like, oh my goodness, like that looks so cool, the way they've either styled it or it looks in your home. So anyways, I definitely have a collection of merch pieces that I desire, and I thought it would be very interesting to go through and see how much they're actually valued for now, okay? I recently got one of my Taylor ISOs that I had been wanting for so long. It was a magazine. I found it for $14. It was just one that didn't pop up very much on eBay, Mercari. Well, I just decided, you know what? You never know when they're going to pop up and for a good price, but I wanted to go through my ISO list and tell you guys, number one, I've added some, and number two, I'm very interested to see what they cost, okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and let's get started. So there's been a couple of circumstances where I've come so freaking close to getting them, either from Facebook Marketplace or off Mercari, or I'd miss one, or anyways, the stars have not aligned for me to get this hoodie. I have been obsessed with this hoodie since 2019. Why did I not get it during the original Lover era? Well, I don't know, because you know what, if I had to guess, it's probably because we were getting dumped so much merch on us that I had to, you know, pick pretty strategically. You know, I do save for Taylor, but I also, you know, spend within reason. And I wish with everything in me that I had bought the Benjamin Button hoodie, okay? I can't find my size, or it's either not in good condition, or by the time I see it, it's too late and it's sold on Facebook Marketplace. Like, there's just always been a misalignment. There's one listed on eBay right now, and it looks like it's sold because I just clicked on it. It was listed for $128, and it said something like, oh, this is not available anymore. Okay, there's one on Mercari for $145, and honestly, I would pay that if it was in good condition. But it's a size small, so I would want either probably a large or extra large. I don't know how it fits. I usually size up for my hoodies and crew necks, but it's looking like around 145, 180, which is insane. So there's one also on Poshmark for 180. Oh my god. But see, the thing is, I never see one pop up in the size I'd like, so that's a pain in the butt. So usually somewhere between 145, 180 is what those sell for. Okay, so now the next one is the Speak Now Target t-shirt. Now this is the t-shirt that came out at Target on the original Speak Now release date. And okay, this one I would want for nostalgia purposes. And I remember when when I went to go get Speak Now on release day in October of 2010 with my mom, she said, would you rather have the deluxe CD or would you rather have the standard CD and the t-shirt? And I picked the deluxe CD. Let's see. Okay. So I am actually not seeing it anywhere. Usually when I see it, it's either a youth size or it's, you know, too small. I do see them pop up. It is, ooh, it is this one. It is this one right here. All right. Yeah, see, for some reason, a lot of them are in size small. Let me just go to eBay because I don't see anything just like popping up like on the face of Google. Let's see, Taylor Swift. I wanted to do this with you guys, like in real time. Speak Now, Target T. Because I look all the time, right? But like I feel like when you're zeroed in and you're actually looking at the prices. Let's see. Oh, I did want to throw this one in here as well. The long sleeve Speak Now World Tour tee. It says Taylor Swift down the front, and on the back it has her silhouette with the dates. That is about $100. And then another one that I have been looking for, size large, from the Speak Now World Tour, is on eBay for $40, but I hate how it has a bid. Like, just let me buy it. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like that one that I'm looking for, this one right here, is about $40. Now, the reason I want this one in particular is because I remember watching the Thanksgiving special. I remember writing in my diary, okay, I have to go now. I have to watch the Taylor Swift Thanksgiving special. And that is one of the pictures that they used as a promo picture, but also, you know, was like taken there, but they used it for the Speak Now World Tour tee, and I would love to have that for nostalgia purposes. So that's definitely one of my ISOs. And then that red long sleeve is absolutely okay. I've been looking for that long sleeve red for so long, this one. I know I'm jumping between Speak Now shirts like crazy. Okay, this is the one that I was originally hunting for when I just went on eBay. It's this one. It's just the Speak Now cover in red. And then it has some like swirls and stuff, but I can never find it in my dang size. And it looks like it's about $60, which isn't too bad. I feel like anything under $100 for vintage merch isn't too bad, depending on the item. Depending on the item, I feel like it's not horrible. Okay, so that one's about 60, I'll call it. And then the next one on my list was actually the long sleeve Speak Now World Tour tee, and that one we saw, what was it, like 70? And then the blue t-shirt that is also on my list, which is too funny, is about $40. Now, would I pay $40 for it? Yes, if it was in good condition. Now, you do start to wonder, you know, as items age, and, you know, because I know how some of my t-shirts look, I always wonder, oh, how are they, like, aging? You know what I mean? And that's, like, kind of what I think about. I really have to look at, like, the pictures and stuff, and I've just found, like, over the years that with older merch, with, you know, eras that have passed, you really have to be careful, especially when it's like a clothing piece. Okay, so we've got that one, that one, that one. So the next one is the Taylor Swift blue cursive hoodie. Now this is from, I believe, the Fearless era. It's very simple and it's very cute. I've seen so many of my friends, a couple of my friends have this hoodie, and I adore it. And I have never been able to get my hands on it. I have always tried. I've always looked. Let's see. It is this one. Oh my God. I've seen it before float around, but it's not very often that I see it pop up. But however, the other one that pops up is it just says Swift on the front, and then it has a guitar on the back, and it says, actually it has two guitars on the back, and it says Taylor Swift Fearless. Now, that one I see sometimes, but I would again want it in a size large, and I see it a lot in a size small. And it's on here for $55.99, which is not bad. However, it wouldn't work for me personally. So those are two. I don't even know where this blue cursive one is. Like, I don't see it anywhere. I'm scrolling. Hold on. It's a gray. I know I didn't dream it up. It's gray, and then it says Taylor Swift across it in blue. And it's so simple, and I love it. Oh my God. I know it exists because I know it's in my Most Wanted Taylor merch video. I don't know where she is. I cannot even find her listed. Well, that just goes to show that she's a little more difficult to find. Alright, the next one that I'm looking for is another Speak Now World Tour shirt, and it is the blue, and Taylor's wearing red and white on it, and it just looks so vintage. It's so nostalgic. My cousin, when we went to the Speak Now World Tour, actually requested that me and my dad pick this up for her. She was like, bring me back a t-shirt, and that was the one that we ended up picking up for her, and she wore it all the time. But anyways, over the years, She definitely got her use out of it. I'm not sure where she vacated to, okay? Kind of just, you know, things over the years, you go through things to donate and then maybe something gets misplaced, whatever. Because I definitely don't think that that's something that would have been intentionally like, oh, like that's hitting the road, you know what I mean? But anyways, short of the long story is that's another one that's very nostalgic for me. And it also looks like that one is on eBay for about $40. Now again, the sizes are just kind of hard to find in your size. Now this one I just clicked on, it doesn't say. Darn. Size small. Let's see. There's, yeah, size small. I don't use Poshmark very often. Do you guys use Poshmark? I'm very curious. There's one on eBay for $44. Okay, that's small too. See, that's what it's just hard to find the t-shirts that are actually your size, extra small. If it's like, yeah, okay, it's also like a child size. So see, that's the problem that I find. The Speak Now shirts that I would like are pretty much accessible, but finding them in the specific size and in good condition is what I struggle with. Okay, so now moving on, we're gonna go down to the Speak Now TV vintage crew neck. Now this one I believe is still on her site, and it's out in a large. Unless we're about to get one of our ISOs, we're gonna go to merch and we're gonna shop by album. And let's see, we're gonna go to the Speak Now shop and we're gonna see it's still on her site for $65 and it is out of stock. I would prefer it in an extra large because I do want that one oversized, and it is unavailable. So that one is still accessible on her site. If it ever comes back in my desired size, I would absolutely buy it in a heartbeat. I love it so much. I'm such a Speak Now girly at heart. I think that era just fits my aesthetic so much. It's timeless, and I love, you know, the birds that Taylor, you know, used on like her Speak Now charms, and like even the charm bracelet that she put out for the Speak Now Taylor's version era. Like everything about like that aesthetic is so me, and I just feel like I need it. I need that shirt. I love like the cursive and like it just looks so vintage. Anyways, one day will prevail. She will be mine. Okay, the next one is the Red Tour ticket tee. I have loved this shirt for so freaking long. I love it so much because it gives like the tour stats on it, and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, it's from the Red Tour. It's a gray shirt. It says red, and then it has a 66 on it, and it says Tour 2013. Now this also is for $40, and I don't know the size on this. Let's see. Watch me find one of my ISOs in this. This is a size small. See, that's another thing, but it is just, I love it so much. I love that it says 66 dates and it has Taylor's signature. I eat this up so much, but it looks like it's about $60-ish, which honestly isn't bad, but I run into the same issues with the Speak Now stuff. Okay, the next one is the Reputation olive green jacket. Now this one is, I know, some more duckies. I don't know why I never caved and bought this, but I can tell you that this is so sought after by me, if I could speak. This one is about, oh my god, $500 resale. And this is why, $350 for a size large. I love it. It is from the Reputation Stadium Tour. And listen to me, the Reputation Stadium Tour merch eats. The Reputation merch in general eats, okay? Like the cropped Reputation long sleeve, but it has cuts right here. It's light. It's held up so well. The white hoodie with the snake down the back. Oh my god. Listen to me. The Reputation merch was the best merch, okay, for the tour. I'll say it hands down, putting a stamp on it, submitting my answer like by far the best. I really want the green jacket because I feel like it would be such a good layering piece, even if you wore like a black bodysuit and maybe some jeans or like a skirt. There's so many different ways that you could style this, but it looks like it's about $350 to $500, depending on the seller, depending on the size, depending on the quality. If I were to cave and buy one right now, it looks like it would be about $500 for the size that I would want. Yes! And this is why it's an ISO. Okay, the next one is the Taylor Swift Benjamin button watch. I want this watch so freaking bad. This was first seen in the You Need to Calm Down music video, and I'm obsessed with it. Okay, I saw one listed not even like remotely near me, but like would I have taken a drive to go get it? Yes, but it was $600 on Facebook Marketplace. And if it had been a good deal, I would have been in my car skirting, okay? But the fact that it was $600, I said no thanks. So it looks like that one. Anything Benjamin Button from the Stella McCartney collab, honestly, is something that I absolutely am interested in. If anybody is like watching this and they're like, you know what, I have that in my closet and I really don't, you know, I'm ready to get rid of her. Hey, my Instagram is Rachel_Meyer817. Because even the Stella McCartney shirt with Benjamin just like laying there is $129. And I'm literally scrolling on eBay trying to find this watch right now. And I cannot. So we're just going to go Google it. Let's see. Taylor Swift. Benjamin button watch. Benjamin watch. Here she is. Okay. It is so pretty. I want to buy it so bad. There's one for $325 right now on, where is this? Mercari. Damn. This one, yeah, it's $325 and it has some scratches on it. Oh, that's definitely one. And I know that they've remade them in terms of like dupes, but I would want the real thing. Yeah, it's looking like it's about $325. Oh my god. Oh, that's why I haven't caved and bought it resale. It's crazy. Okay, so the next one is the Fearless Leader Alpha Type hat. If you guys know me, you guys know that I love my baseball caps, okay? Whenever Taylor releases baseball caps, Rachel's running. She's running to go get her card, okay? I am obsessed with baseball caps. I wear them to the pool. I wear them outside even when I'm having a bad hair day, which is more common than none in the summer, especially. I wear them all the time. I wear them as an accessory. Like, I am a baseball cap fiend, okay? Okay. So the fact that I love the man so much, and I don't have the Fearless Leader Alpha Type hat, is why it is on. It's on my ISO list for a reason. So the Fearless Leader Alpha Type hat. Let's see. I haven't looked at this one in a while, and I don't see it pop up very often. Hardly, honestly, at all. Okay, here she is. Now I just gotta... There's so much from the man collection that I honestly should have just, like, caved. Because that is... The merch was so good. Like, they had, like, the little, wrist... God. Not warmers. I don't know. But there were so many good items that she dropped. Let's see. I can't even find this hat. Oh my god. I saw it once on eBay. I know. I saw it once on Facebook Marketplace and I missed it. I had messaged the girl and I didn't see the message that she had responded. My phone didn't alert me. And by the time I got back to it, she had sold it to somebody else. Like, and reasonably, because I hadn't answered her. Oh my god, it's so perfect. Yeah, another one of my huge ISOs that's really hard to find because it's not even showing up on eBay or anything like that. So we're gonna skip that one. The next one that I am ISO is the I'd Be an Alpha type crew neck. It just says Taylor Swift on the front, and then on the back in pink it says I'd Be an Alpha type, and I love it so much. And I just also scrolled looking for that one, and I cannot find that one either. I feel like the man merch was very like not limited, but it went quickly, and then when it went, it didn't get recent. So that's definitely a bummer. I would probably guess that that one would be a couple $100s, and that one's like not one that I'd be willing to spend a lot on. Now, if I found the watch, if I found the baseball cap, if I found the Benjamin Button hoodie, those are definitely some that I would be willing to up the price on a little bit, but probably not like the crew neck, because I've got so many crew necks, but like, you know, anyways, it's definitely one that I would love. Okay. Next up, we have the All Too Well book. Now, I have no idea why I didn't buy this one when it came out. Okay. I don't know, because it would look so cute on my coffee table in the fall. Now, when, granted, Red TV came out, I did not have my own apartment. So I didn't have like my own coffee table. I had the one downstairs in my parents' living room, you know. So I guess that's why I didn't, but in my head it would have been such a good collector's piece in general. So I'm not sure why I didn't, but it's looking like it's about $100 resale. Oh! The next one is going to be the Taylor Swift Christmas Tree Farm crew neck. Now, I'm not talking about the one that they put out that was cropped. I think I even said that in my video where I told you guys my ISO. I'm not talking about the one that's cropped. I'm talking about the one that's like straight down, like the original when the song came out. Okay. And I'm not even seeing it. Lord. The tote bag also with the zipper is $125. The Christmas Tree Farm merch is insane. Like, the picture disc is about $300 resale. I do know that. Let's see. And the snow globe, thank you to my brain cells for buying that snow globe. That's about $200. Wait. I don't even see it, guys. I don't even see it. I see the cropped one. And I also tried to get that one when it came out because it looked really similar to the original that was like a full length. And that one's $200. So that one's going to stay as an ISO. The next one that I have to look up is the cardigan stocking, because there's something about it. Okay, I figured I have the cardigan. I have the cardigan ornament. And at the time, you guys know how the holiday drops go. They dump so much merch on us that it's like, whoa, okay. You really have to haul butt, number one, and you have to, number two, be very picky with what you get, because there is so much dropping on us all at once, all eras. Okay, so I didn't buy the stocking, and I saw it displayed and, you know, how good quality it looks, and I want to hang it up in my apartment so bad, but I have a feeling the resale on this isn't one I check on very often, but oh, wait. Okay, they've remade it then. Yeah, they've remade it. That was one off Etsy. Okay, I was like, wait, $25. I'm seeing, let's see, 200. I'm seeing a 150. I'm seeing a 102, a 175, a 190. The cardigan socks I did buy. And they go for about $60, which is crazy. Let's see. Oh my god. That's wild. Okay. Well, there we have that price. Also a couple $100. Okay, also, next up we have the Taylor Swift Spotify Midnights hoodie. Now, the reason I didn't get this one, number one, I am a die-hard Apple Music fan. Number two, I had just bought a Midnights hoodie. It was just a light blue, and this one's a dark blue, but I am such a Midnights by Taylor Swift fan that, like, I know that I would utilize this so much, and I love the color blocking on it, like at the wrists. I'm obsessed with it, okay? And it looks like I might be able to get my hands on this someday when I find the right size. There's an extra small for $40. There is No. The one that's in my size is 125. It's sealed too. Oh. I just don't think it's... You know what? I'm going to watch that one. I'm going to watch it because if it doesn't end up selling and they drop the price, that could work in my favor. Okay, this is another one that I would absolutely pay over the standard price. I would pay resale for this. Is the Taylor Swift Holiday House puzzle. Okay, number one, I know I'd have a compadre to put this together with. My mom loves puzzles, okay? So, I can see on a nice fall afternoon or a Saturday that's way too hot where we don't feel like going out and maybe just get a cup of coffee, come back to my apartment and put this together. And then as soon as it would be done, I would glue the puzzle together and frame it on my wall. Taylor watercolored and painted that holiday house picture. They turned it into a puzzle and now it's $300 on eBay. I have looked at this one very recently. There was a Taylor fan, an ex-Taylor fan that was selling it, and they marked it way up. And so I was not going to cave on that. But if I ever saw one for a reasonable price that's not literally $300 and it had all its pieces, I would probably cave, okay? Now, the next thing is the Taylor Swift For Your Consideration Reputation Stadium Tour DVD. Now, this was sent out, and it is very hard to find it. It was, oh my God. The Reputation DVD is about $500. Oh my God. It's a 4-year consideration, which means they send it out for like awards and stuff like that. $349. I see a $500, a $350, a $700, $450. So they're not playing with this item at all. This is very up there in price if you get an authentic one because they were very limited. Okay, so the next one is the Taylor Birdcage Snow Globe. Now, I am upset that I didn't buy this one when it came out, and I even talked about it, and I don't know why, again, I didn't, and it was, again, because they kept dropping merch on merch on merch in the holiday drop, and I'm pretty sure I was just overwhelmed, but I was toying with it and going, oh my God, this is so me, so pretty. So, when Taylor moved into her very first place in Nashville, Tennessee, she got a birdcage, and so when I moved into my first apartment, my home, my establishment, I found this little bird cage and it sits by my couch and it is so precious to me. I love it so much. It has so much meaning to me. It's just like a little touch of Taylor and it's like new beginnings. It's just, I love it so much. I think I got it for $75 and it's antique, okay? And I am such an antique fiend, okay? I love anything vintage. So I don't know why I didn't buy the dang snow globe, okay? I am not quite sure. But I do know that this is, okay, about $100. That's not too bad. I feel like that's manageable. But I also wonder if they would bring it back this year, like if they would restock it. I'm not sure, so I haven't caved yet. So now we are getting into the lithographs. We are getting into lithographs. And, oh, there's something about the Taylor lithographs that they love to be expensive, okay? Oh my God, I just looked at this lithograph. Oh my God. And I know I know somebody who has it hanging on their wall. Oh my God. Girl, oh my God. Okay, so. One thing about me is my favorite Taylor music video is mine. There have been amazing competitors, okay, but I am such a fan of Mine by Taylor Swift. I think it's because it also has so much memory built into it. I can remember getting snacks and sitting down and watching it premiere on CMT all those years ago in 2010. And I love the storyline. I love how when she sees a guy, she sees her whole life flash forward, how it has pictures hanging from the trees. Everything about it is so gorgeous. It was also the first music video that Taylor did where she wasn't filming it in Nashville. She went somewhere. She went to Kennebunkport, Maine to film this music video. It's also a dream of mine to go to Kennebunkport, Maine, because I just would love to be in the atmosphere where that was filmed. It looks so dreamy, so quaint, so lovely. Oh my god. Oh my god. So anyways, there is this lithograph. It's the Mine lithograph that they took a picture of Taylor sitting on the rocks, and they sold it, and I just scrolled past one for 1.2K. No! And then another ISO of mine is the Speak Now lithograph. Now, Taylor signed a lot of these. It's the classic, if you flip through the OG Speak Now booklet, during Speak Now, the song, there's a picture of Taylor. She had her whole band. Liz was the bride and Grant was the groom, and Taylor's standing there in her pink dress going like, speak now. She stands up, and they based it on the horrified looks from everyone in the room line, and this lithograph is about $2,000 resale. And that's why it's an ISO. Let's see. That's actually so crazy. Taylor put out a lot of lithographs during the Speak Now era. Oh my god, there's a Speak Now one for 1.5K, 1.4K. Oh boy, I tell you what, guys, now that's affordable. Not. Let's see. I love my Taylor lithographs so much. Like, my Delicate one, big fan of. My Willow one from the music video, big fan of. The August one that I got in the Christmas drop, big fan. Like, I love my Taylor lithographs so much. They are so nice quality. They're one of my favorites. And they are beautiful in my apartment, okay? And I would love to have those two join the party. And also the Enchanted one, where she is in her big dress. God bless her, because I remember she was in the Nashville heat, and she's looking back. That one is also about 1.5. So there are many around here, even the Me ones with her. Oh, I love this one with the stars, and she's like this. Yeah. I feel like if I could offer you any piece of advice, if you see a Taylor lithograph when they go on the site, buy them if you can when they come out, because the lithographs always for some reason seem like they like to shoot up in price, and they always end up like selling out, and they're always expensive to find later. So if for some reason Taylor drops merch and you're like, oh my god, I love that lithograph, but I'm not sure where I'd put it, or because when I'm out in public sometimes in like Home Goods or something, I'm like, okay, if I can't place in my head right now where I'm gonna put this when I get home, why buy it? Wrong with Taylor lithographs. Okay, you can figure that out later. You can take something off the wall. Just buy it if you can, okay? I'm not saying break the bank for it, but I'm saying, like, if you've put, you know, money aside and you're like, okay, Taylor's gonna drop merch, and you click it and you're like, I don't know where I'd put that. Or maybe it's too big. I can tell you it's gonna go up in price. I don't know what the hell is up with the lithographs, but they always like to go up in price, okay? Just a fair warning, just offering you some advice. Another one that I would love to have is the Reputation one, and she is playing the piano during New Year's Day and Long Live. I would love to have this one. I can't find it online at the moment. I just literally had to turn off the camera because I was hunting for it so bad. But the lithographs, like the Don't Blame Me lithograph, from the Reputation Stadium tour, they're all about $500-ish resale, but I know that one in particular is probably, honestly, a little more, because that is just like the classic Taylor's playing Long Live / New Year's Day, and it's so I would love to have it because I remember that was like such a special moment, and the Reputation Stadium tour was just truly for the fans that stuck around, and I remember just that was such a beautiful moment of the tour. So I would definitely love to have that. Now, okay, one more thing that is not an album on my ISO list is the Taylor Swift passport holder, and on eBay it's listed for $150. And I just can't wrap my head around spending $150 on a passport holder. But that is definitely an ISO of mine. So now we are going to move on to some vinyl that I would love to have. And my most desired I am so thankful. My dad got it for me for Christmas. He got me the 7-inch Tim McGraw vinyl. But I would also love to have the other 7-inch singles from her debut album, which is Picture Burn, Our Song, Teardrops on My Guitar, and Should Have Said No. And when I go on eBay, they look like they're about $500. Let's just see. Taylor Swift, Our Song vinyl. That one's about $500. Picture to Burn's $500. It looks like they're all about in the $500 range. Should have said no. Vinyl. Oh my god. $400. $500. Yeah, those are definitely a little more pricey. A couple months ago, there was somebody selling all of the 7-inch singles for $500 total on Facebook Marketplace. I messaged them very fast. They never answered me. I kind of figured that they probably found out, oh, I should be selling these for $500 a piece, not as a bundle. But oh boy, would that have been a score. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. Another merch item that I seek out a lot, I'm always checking this. I see it pop up a lot, but I'm just not willing to spend the money on it at the moment, is the Cabin in the Candlelight vinyl. Okay, I love the Cabin in the Candlelight version of Cardigan. Okay, I'm obsessed with it. And the vinyl is about $400. $400 is what I see it on eBay. And then now, especially that Taylor now owns the OG Fearless again, this is definitely something that I am seeking out. It is the Taylor Record Store Day from 2018 yellow splattered vinyl. Okay, I would love to find this. It's about 1.3 to 1.5. Oh, excuse me. There's one for 1.1. Okay, but that's also a bid that just started. So they're about somewhere in there, and they are very pricey, but Fearless is the very album that made me a Taylor Swift fan. Fearless is the album that started it all for me and quite literally changed my life, so I feel like having the RSD would be very, very special of Fearless. I'm always hunting for that one. Is that all that's on my list? Oh, okay, the last one on my list. Now, if I found any of the folklore variants, I have the hide and seek folklore variant, but if I found any of the other clandestine meetings or stolen lullabies, any of the other variants of the folklore vinyl for a good price, I would absolutely, again, skirt, okay? Now, the one that I have had my eye on is the Stolen Lullabies one. I love Taylor's little buns in them. Like, I just think that they are, like, I love her side profile with the folklore buns. Like, I just think it is so pretty, and it's this green. Now, when I look it up on eBay, it's about $300 to $400, but that's not surprising because there were a lot of variants, and people love vinyl. People love vinyl. So, anyways, you guys, that is my Taylor ISO / oh my god, it is crazy to see what they go for. And some, like I said, aren't so bad, but it's harder to find good quality or your size. And then you have the higher ticket items like the lithographs and the vinyl that are just ISOs for the mere reason that they are limited and they are hard to find, and people reasonably and absolutely understandably do not want to part with them. But I love you guys so much, and if I had to choose one thing, I would say either the Fearless RSD or the 7-inch singles. And then the Benjamin Button hoodie and watch, I feel like those are probably like my tops. Any of the Benjamin Button, especially the hoodie, and then the watch, oh my god. The alpha type hat, I feel like is definitely one. The holiday house puzzle, like there's just, oh my god. They're all ISOs for a reason. And I'm so underlined, so bold-faced, so grateful for all the merch that I have. But you know what? It's okay to dare to dream. Taylor has released so much merch over the years that, of course, you can't have everything you want. Obviously, that's just not how life works. And it's okay to dream. And it's interesting to see how much it has gone up in price from when it hit the site. But I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. And let me know what your #1 Taylor ISO is. I love you guys so much. I hope this video entertained you in some way. And I sincerely hope I see you, yes, you, in the next one. Bye, guys.